Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, today is gearing up to be another fabulous day out here on 41.36.
Yeah, it is super clear and sunny and beautiful out.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get too hot today either. I think it said like upper 70s, maybe like 82 or something, low 80s. There is a nice slight breeze going on in the air right now.
No.
And this morning it was actually kind of chilly. It was in like the 50s this morning. It was pretty chilly.
You know, it was pretty nice, you know.
Yeah.
It's that fall time.
Yes, my favorite time.
This is the weather that we've been asking for like no tomorrow.
And begging for, please.
We're going to be utilizing it to the fullest as much as possible. We've got a lot of stuff on the books to do, and we got a lot of things to do, man.
Heck
So
yeah.
we're gonna be go and trying to accomplish as much as possible.
Yes. So today's agenda, friends, we did talk about it yesterday, but we'll recap you if you missed it. Today we're going to be going back over to Camp Life, and we're going to be setting up our Camp Life shared area gazebo. So I'm really excited for it. You know, the last few months we've put in a lot of hard work, digging the hole, squaring it up, filling it with concrete. And I mean, that was quite the process. It was shovel life reclaimed for like a couple of weeks. It was terrible, but at the same time, it needed to happen. So, you know.
It is a huge part to the whole build. The foundation is key and the baseline to anything and everything that you were trying to build.
Yeah.
You know, so
you got to have a good, strong foundation.
No.
And you have to be able to have it lined all up.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I'm hoping everything's lined up.
Yeah.
That's we're gonna see. We've got today scheduled for that patio as well as tomorrow, just in case.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hoping that it will just be done today. Yeah.
It is a kit. So, you know, it comes in boxes and there's instructions, you know, so it's going to save us quite a bit of time because there's no cutting or measuring or anything. We just have to follow the instructions and put A with B with C, et cetera, and get her up. But sometimes the instructions are not as good as others. But you've already thumbed through it and you said it looks pretty good, right?
It looks pretty straightforward. I'm going to thumb through it again and just look through it all. What I tend to do and what helps me with instructions is I try to look through it before I even do it.
Yeah.
The times I don't, I'm thinking about the car canopy that we got from Harbor Freight. Right?
Yeah, the carport canopies. Those guys have terrible instructions. Let me just say.
Basically, if anybody has ever put one of those together and anybody that's like, yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or how about if you're planning on getting one?
Exactly. It tells you to put together basically the canopy, metal, all that stuff. And then you have to take it all apart to put the tarps on it. So if I looked through it like what I'm saying right now, right, and been like, oh, wait, what? It's telling me to do this and this? No, we're going to do both at the same time, right?
So what Gary's talking about is the carport canopies, how it has the whole metal frame that goes up and like this for the walls and the side. There's these metal bars that go on the bottom of each pole that goes. Imagine my arm is the thing. Here's that part and here's the roof part, right? Well, each one of these that go like that, there's a bar at the very bottom that connects it so the legs don't cock out. And it also holds the actual tarp in place. And they have you in those instructions, they have you set up all of the bars first. And then they have you drape the canopy over the top. And then they have you undo the bottom bars and shove the metal through the canopy thing and then reattach it. Where after so many times of building these garage ports, Gary and I, like after the first one, we were like, yeah, we're not doing that again. So we discovered that it's best for us just to build all of the bars first and then put the tarp up and then add the bar in as the last piece because it just makes more sense because you're not having to do something to undo something. So yeah, so that's what he's talking about.
And then it's also like the Harbor Freight cement mixer. It's the same thing.
Oh yeah, had us put the fins in backwards.
You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is with Harbor Freight's instructions, but they are a little finicky.
Yeah. But they have great deals.
They got great deals.
And they have really great warranties
But I'm
or like exchanges, you know? Like, so I still like Harbor Freight.
Everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about
Yeah,
with
y'all
instruction-wise of just, not just Harbor Freight, but anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's finicky. It's like, what is going on with it? And I found it's best to just go through it real quick, look at it before you start erecting something, you know, just to see and be like, is it going to have me do something to have to take it apart, to have to put it back together again? Like, please don't tell me that it's going to have me do that, you know?
And is that a necessary step? Is it necessary to do that? Because sometimes, you know, you might find that you need to, right?
Yeah.
Because you need to have it like bore out holes for something and it needs to be in the exact spot, you know, like certain pieces. So
sometimes it is that way.
Sometimes it's like that. But we find with the tent canopy things, we learned our lesson because we've set up so many of those around the property. It's back.
It is back.
It's back. Friends, it's back.
Oh.
He's come back.
Why do you keep coming back, dude?
I don't know why he keeps coming back.
I don't think it's the same one, though.
This is like the 5th or 6th one.
It's mating season.
Yeah. Should we the jar and move him?
It's found its way.
It's good.
He's all there.
Yeah, get out of here, dude. Beat it. You're gonna be a cat turd.
He's trying to hide away from those tarantula hawks.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hang out over there. That's fine.
I like tarantulas. I'm a spider. I'm a arachnophobic. Like no tomorrow, but tarantulas are cool.
Yeah.
Tarantulas are cool. I'll let them be.
Good morning, Meme. Good morning, Meme.
I know.
You guys want to go outside and eat the greens, huh? We're just sitting here yapping, and you're like, when are you going to open the gate, lady? Cappy. Meh. Meh. Never a dull moment.
Nope.
Never a dull moment. Sorry, I saw it out of the corner of my eye and I thought squirrel or spider.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but I forget what we were talking about. We were talking about the tents.
Yes.
The tents.
And instructions
and instructions and stuff like that. So we're hoping that today it's not going to be so bad. We're hoping that today we can, you know, it'll just be A to B to C. We'll be able to get it up and built, you know, today. But if by chance we don't get it finished today, we do have tomorrow blocked out for us to finish it. And I really don't think it's going to take more than 2 days for the two of us to get that thing together.
I don't think it's going to take more than a day, but
I don't either. I really think we'll finish it today.
You never know exactly what it is, you know. Yeah. Is there 10,000 screws that we have to zap in? And
hey, I tell you what, if there's 10,000 washers for those screws, I got a job for the kids to do.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
They were a really big helper for us when we were doing the patio well sheds. Like they saved us so much time because every one of those little screws came with a little plastic washer, and there was literally like 1,000 screws that we had to put in each one of those patio well sheds.
And you had to rip off every single one of those washers.
Yeah, it came on like this big tear off tab.
The screw before you put them in. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So the kids
were a big help with that one. I was like, I need you guys to prep for me with this.
Yeah.
It took them like almost 3 hours just to do that.
I know. It did. They sat there, and it was Wyatt, Julia, Scarlett, and Abe, and they sat there with all the stuff in a bucket.
Losing their mind. I was like, I know, trust me, you're helping me though.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind too with it.
They did that while we were setting up the foundation for it. We were like leveling everything out and shoveling rock, and
by the time that we were done and ready for it, they were done. They were done, and we were able to get that thing done in a day. Teamwork
made the dream work, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. So hopefully it'll be like that again today. As far as, you know, if there's 1,000 tabs and screws and stuff, we'll have the kiddos come out and give us a hand. Otherwise, this is their off week. So we're going to let them just keep chilling. We'll let them play games and watch movies and read their books and color and do crafts and stuff. Scarlett's been in like the crafty mode. She's like, it's October, so I want to make, you know, little paper bats, and I want to do this and that. She made like a countdown chain where you like rip off a chain link every day until you get to the countdown, and it has 2 countdowns on it. One of the countdowns is Halloween, and the other countdown is for her birthday, because her birthday is like right after Halloween. So she's like, Yeah. So it's cute. They're all in their little modes. You know, they're doing their thing, but they're being very well, and it's been a really good week. Oh. I mean, it has been an off week here and there. It's been like an off month for everybody on the 41.36. It's just been there's just been a lot of ups and downs, but we're focusing on the ups, and we're going to keep on going up. Keep praying for us. Keep praying for Country Road Cure. Yes. And especially Rocks and just all the fam bam man. Everybody's kind of going through stuff right now, but again, we're going to focus on the positive, and we're going to keep on moving forward with everything. It's all anybody can do. Pretty much. Yeah. But today should be really good. Today should be a very exciting day. It's going to change the whole feel over there. Mm-hmm. When we get it completed, not if, but when. It's going to definitely change the whole feel down there. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm curious to see how it all goes together. Yeah. You know, I'm sort of like antsy in the pantsy of let's get it going. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get things rocking and rolling, because as soon as that is done, we're going to start working on our mudroom. Yeah, and focusing solely on the mudroom until we're ready for the roof measurements, you know? And then it's going to be a little while for us to call and schedule and figure it out, and we might have to pick it up. We might have it delivered. It's really the unknown as far as that. At this moment in time, we'll let you know when we figure things out. But right now, it's really kind of like, let's just get us there. Yeah. Let's just get us there to where we have all the surfaces built. We can do all of our complete measurements, make our phone calls and start figuring out where we're going to go from here. Yeah. So it's exciting though, because that's a huge step, man. That's the year-end goal. You know, the year-end goal is to have metal on the roof. And, you know, if we can get the year-end goal done a month early. Yeah. You know, before the complete end of the year. That'd be great. That will add so much more to it, man. Yeah. And just out here, too. So lots of folks are concerned about winter, right? Yeah, lots of folks are concerned about the snow and about the weather. And y'all are going to try to put a roof on the building during the snow or whatever. Down here in the South, we don't really get our first snow until January. No. And it always seems to be the week of mine and Anthony's birthday. We get a big snow, and then it lingers on for maybe like a week, and it's gone. No, maybe. It'll linger for a week, and then it's gone, and then it comes back like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that. We'll get another snow. But that's what I'm saying though, is like it's normally like a month. Yes. To like maybe 2 months winter aspect wise, but it's only the ice that I'm more so the concern than snow or anything else like that. Yeah, and it's not like when we get it, it's not like it snows and then it stays on the ground for that entire time like our neighbors up north. No. We'll get a snow and then that's it. And when it melts in a week, it's gone. You know what I mean? Pretty much. Sometimes we'll be left with little ice puddles. I remember the first year that we were down here in the basement, this patio with all the concrete had lots of ice spots. Yep. And we had to get the scraper and the salt melt and throw all that down, and then it made it to where we didn't have any more ice down here on the concrete. Which, you know, I mean, that's the only thing out here really. It's the ice. I don't know what's going to happen this year. Yeah. But from years prior, from us being here and everything else like that, it has been pretty mild. Yeah. And I'm saying that from being a boy from Idaho and seeing how the snow is out there, and even like a lot of family members in Utah and seeing how the snow is out there, and you know, it ain't anything close to that. It's honestly, it surprises me on how little, but at the same time it doesn't. We get dang near the same amount of snow as what we did, or ice or anything else like that, as what we did down in the desert. No, I'd say we get more out here. Well, yeah, but I know what you mean. I mean. I know what you mean with it though. Like it'll hit, and then we have it for however long that is. Until the sun comes out and it's gone. Melts it all away. And it's like, oh, it's gone. Okay, like I hear you. You know, I catch you throwing, but we get more of it out here though than we do in the desert. In the desert, there's more storms out here than there are out there. Exactly. Right? But if there was storms out there during that time, then it would be the same. More, it'd be the same. Right. Mm-hmm. But so I mean, like that's where I'm like looking at it. I'm like, we're on the same plane. Like the exact same. Well, we just moved east, essentially. That's like what we did. We just basically moved east
No.
when we left the desert and came over here to Arkansas, because where we were from, like if you look on a map geographically and just pinpoint, the easiest and the biggest one for you guys to be able to pinpoint would be either Las Vegas, Nevada, or look at Kingman, Arizona, because we were right in between those two big areas. So just draw a line. You will find that it's going to take you from the West Coast. If you just draw a line going to Arkansas, you'll end up in Fort Smith, which Fort Smith is about an hour away from us. So, like I said, just east. Just east. We just moved east. So we didn't go really much more northern or much more southern. We just went east.
However, people in Missouri get way more snow than we do.
Which is crazy because it's really not that much more northern from us. It's only like, 2 hours or so. Maybe 3,
right around that.
Yeah,
right?
but they get it. They get
slammed.
it. So, and even up in like Fayetteville, they get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy how just such a short distance going more north will get you the crazier weather. But where we are, we were talking about it yesterday. We're very blessed. God is super good, and at least in this particular area, we've been out here now for a couple of years, and the seasons tend to be pretty mild. The summers are brutal. The summers are brutal. Absolutely brutal. But the spring is beautiful, really wet, but beautiful. Fall, my favorite. It can be wet, but it's just typically like the best weather is in the fall because you have the most productive working weather as far as like being warm or cool or whatever.
Yep.
You do get storms, but it's not as bad. And winter's even really not bad to work in either, but it does get pretty cold. You do have to wear several layers and stuff, but it's manageable. Summers out here, again, manageable, but brutal, man. They're brutal. I'm so happy it's behind us now.
I am too.
I'm so happy it's behind us.
Because we should be able to get things rolling and going and get to a point where we're not working outside, we're working inside.
Which is going to be so exciting. Summer. So exciting.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited about everything. We've got a really good, really good plan for this week ahead. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun. A lot of fun this month. There's going to be a lot of work getting done, a lot of fun times, a lot of everything.
Oh yeah, we'll fill them in on some of those. You guys know Gary's got a big fishing trip with the guys. The whole Fram Bam planned. Ridge Life turned him on to it last year. And so this would be the second annual man's fishing trip for all the Fram Bam guys. And us ladies, we're like, last year, me and Rox hung out, because we live here. But we didn't really get together with all the other ladies, No. I think that Lissa was sick or something. Something was going on.
Didn't you guys go do something in Fort Smith, though?
No. Mm-mm.
Trying to think.
That was a different day. We went to Mount Magazine, and that wasn't because you guys were fishing. We just went to Mount Magazine and went hiking and stuff. That was a different day.
Okay.
But
I thought you guys went. I thought you guys did something. No, yeah, you guys did something over at Rox's, and Uncle and everybody, or your brother and everybody came over here, and we grilled, or I made
how if you were gone on your
chorizo.
fishing trip?
No, it wasn't that same day. It was after.
When you guys came home?
Yeah. I made chorizo. Mike came over. Anthony came over.
That was Mother's Day.
That was Mother's Day?
That was this year on Mother's Day. Roxanne did a waffle breakfast for us.
That's what that was.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Didn't you guys? I don't
know.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
See, my brain on that aspect is...
He's got to keep me in line on a lot of things. I got to keep him. We keep each other in line around here. We keep each other in line. No,
but you guys should do something.
We are. Us ladies are going to get together because all the girls, all the kids, they want to play with each other. We're thinking about having the kids do like a camp out, right? We'll have all the girls go up in the tree house, and we'll have a big tent set up in the backyard for the boys so the boys can camp there. And then us ladies are going to have a sleepover. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a really good time. We're going to watch comedy movies and get fat and, the chick flick rom-coms, We're going to watch, maybe play some dominoes. We'll probably play our own cards. I know you guys are going to have a lot of fun.
No.
But something really cool about this fishing trip this year that Gary is super duper excited about. And he's been like...
I am overly ecstatic about My brother is going to come out for the fishing trip.
Yay!
And he's going to come and see the house, and he's going to come and see the spot, and he's going to be the first one of my family members to come out to the 41.36.
Which is so exciting, guys. This just got arranged and finalized day before yesterday. We finished all the arrangements and stuff with him, like making all the plans, like for the when and all that stuff. And I'm so excited for Curtis to come out, man. I know you guys don't really, Gary's whole family is kind of the mystery, right? Maybe not so much anymore since we did our trip. But at the same time still, you know, but it'll be really cool for him to come out. And Curtis is very much like an outdoorsy kind of a guy. He loves fishing and hunting, and he was in Boy Scouts and stuff too. And I don't know, you guys are just going to have a great trip. And I know that it's going to, you know, it's going to be awesome. You're going to have both your brothers there. You're going to have Anthony and you're going to have Curtis. And then obviously all the Fram Bam
all the Fram Bams.
You know,
so it's going to be a heck of a time.
Yeah, Gary's like on cloud 9 right now.
I'm so ecstatic that he's able to come out.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting and just been like trying to figure out a good way or a good time or anything else for him to try to come out. And Mel was like, hey, why don't you call him and see?
Yeah.
Why don't you text him and see if he's able to come on out for this? I was like, man, I didn't even really think about that.
Well, I was just thinking, like, because it was the guys, like we've been making, because the guys' fishing trip is coming up like towards the end of October.
Yeah.
And so it's only a couple of weeks away, right? And so I was like starting to think about it. I'm like, man, if you don't like hit him up now, then it's not going to happen because he's all the way in Utah.
No.
And I was just thinking it's a guy's trip. And anyway, yeah. Nudge, go tell your brother. And it worked out.
I'm so glad I hit him up.
And it worked out.
So glad I hit him up because it worked out perfectly.
Yeah. So you guys will actually be able to see Curtis a little bit more on some videos when that happens. But it'll be nice. He's not bringing the family. The wife and kids and stuff are going to have to stay home, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because it is, you know, he's coming out specifically for the fishing trip.
Yeah.
We are going to get a day before the man's trip to visit, and the kids will be able to spend some time with their uncle. And, you know, I could see my brother-in-law, and you'll be able to see your brother and take him around the property and stuff, you know.
It's going to be good.
But
it's going to be super, super fun.
I know.
I can't wait. I have a feeling that I'm going to try to make arrangements for him to come out next season for hunting. I'm hoping.
Yeah. You guys can go buddy up in a blind.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. That would be fun. That would be super, super fun.
That would be very fun. Yeah. And one day we'll get his wife and kids out here too.
Yeah.
One day.
I'm hoping that next time they'll all come out.
Yeah, the whole fam bam. Well, their youngest for a long time was really hard with traveling. You know, scream and holler, and it was just miserable for them to ride with him in the car. So, but he's starting to get out of that. You know, he's starting to be less. He's not a toddler anymore. He's more of a little boy, but he's still in like that younger little boy phase.
Oh.
Like how like Abe was when we first moved out here.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe next year he might be a little bit better. He is growing up, you know, but he was the one that they were like, no, I can't even, I don't even want to think about driving in a car that far with the kid. It's like torture. So I'm like, I get it, you know, and then flying that far with that many people, it's just like break your bank. So
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
But one day, you know,
it'll be super cool.
Yeah.
I'm super excited and happy about that.
Me too.
Because me and my brother, man, growing up, that's something that we always did was outdoor stuff, and especially trout fishing. Like most people on this side of the United States or whatever don't realize that the West Coast is like known for trout fishing. Like that's where a lot of people go trout fishing is in that side. And I grew up in Idaho, which is also one of the like top trout fishing spots and everything else like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that there was trout out here, you know, and it goes both ways. I feel like where people are like, oh, there's trout over here, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even really think about over in the West Coast. And it's like, oh, that's huge over there. Like, I didn't know that there was down here because it's cold water fish. It's not warm water fish, you know? And that's where we're going, I think, is like ranked number 9 for trout fishing out here in Arkansas.
Nice.
And everything. So it's like, it's known, like in the world, like that's the spot.
All I know is that when you guys went last year, watching all the videos and like everything, they literally would put, bait on the hook. They'd throw it out, catch a fish. Bait on the hook, throw it out, catch a fish. It was literally just like every single cast they were casting, they were catching. So if you guys have the same luck as you did last year, this will be a very exciting trip for all of that. Plus, the brotherhood, camaraderie, you know what I mean? With your literal brother and then your brothers from another mother's, so.
It's going to be really, really good.
It's going to be really good for you.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a good time. My brother will be able to see a lot of my friends.
Yes.
And all the bros and everything on this side.
Yes.
I think he'll be thoroughly happy and be surprised.
I think he will be too.
He'll be like, wow, you're not hanging out with the.
Hanging out with a different kind of crowd these days.
Different kind of crowd these days and
Yeah,
whatnot. I'm like, yeah, well, we're grown up now.
I'm an adult now. I wear big boy pants.
Not no teenager.
Yeah.
Running around the skate park,
Yeah. Up to no good.
But it's gonna be a good time, man. I'm really, really excited. I'm excited for all the guys to be able to see my brother too.
Yeah.
I think that will bring a lot of guys full circle with me.
Well, not only that, but like all the guys, they've really like the family has really become our family. Like truly, they're there for us. Whenever in good times and bad times, we're there for each other.
Yep.
And it does kind of go full circle when you it's such a blessing when you're able to have your immediate family, like your blood family, click and get along well with your chosen family. That's a huge blessing. So I don't know. I'm excited for you.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for Curtis. Fun. I'm excited for Anthony. I'm excited for David and Mike and Tim and the other Mike and Drew and
it's gonna be nuts though.
All the dudes.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just
Jeff and
I'm speechless, to be quite honest. It's I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, life has been lots of ups and downs lately, so this is another up. This is another up that is definitely needed. So we're excited about that. But we can sit here and say about how excited we are about things, friends. But that's not going to get our gazebo built. So we got to get to work. We got to get out of here and we got to go get some things going on today because the day is not going to work itself.
No.
Yeah. So, and we only have so much time in the day and we want to try to finish it today. So, although if we don't, we're not going to beat ourselves up.
It's all right.
Yeah, but we're going to try for today. So we are going to run. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and chilling with us this morning. Hope that you guys have a wonderful day today. Stay safe. And until the next one, friends, we love you. And we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.